Mark has always been a forward thinker. He put together a comp plan for the ages in, and he's got one now that's patent pending that's going to rock the social networking industry. So, ladies and gentlemen, the man that needs no introduction, he's the man that's put all this together. He's put the right comp plan. He's got the right corporate team around him. The gentleman sat beside him, he's going to introduce, he'll be introducing him, but he has put together the dream team. So the dream CEO, the dream founder, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mark Seaforth. Mark, take it away.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back from the 4th of July. I hope everybody had a wonderful time. I know I did. I was with my family like most of us. And, it's just, it's a great time of the year for some of us. Some of us don't like it as much as others, but me, I like the fireworks. I'm still a kid at heart, I guess. Obviously, sitting here on my left is Greg House, our CTO, and he's got some exciting things to share with everybody this evening. I'll be introducing him to in just a moment. I want to give you guys a little bit of updates on what's been going on and what you can expect here over the next couple of weeks. And there's a lot of exciting things happening. One of the biggest things I think for all of us is the fact that, we're now officially out there. We've actually launched. It's only been really about 2 weeks since we, introduced the new website, the new sizzle video. We started putting all the stuff we've been working on for so long, like the master presentation, putting all that stuff together. Well, we finally have it. It's done. But you know what? As we said, remember we were talking to everybody, that's only the beginning. And one of the surprises you're going to see tonight is everybody's looking at the new website that you got and you're going, oh, this thing is beautiful. Well, guess what? You're going to see the next evolution of that website tonight because Mr. House is going to share it with you. And it's exciting because you're going to look at this and go, how in the world did this thing just get that much better? So that's coming in just a minute. So you're going to be seeing that. Obviously, the other thing that's going to happen is you're going to be looking at a new sizzle video that we put together. This is a both Spanish and English version. So that's going to be great because everybody's been out there saying, it'd be nice to have something in Spanish. Well, now you'll have a sizzle video that's in Spanish. But this was a little bit different. This sizzle video is like the first one everybody's got right now is the story of Jane, right? And it's more product driven. This other sizzle video is geared more towards the opportunity, more towards the business. So you're going to enjoy this. It's a little shorter, a little faster. So it depends on your market. If you're talking to somebody you think is really product driven, I would start with Jane. If you're talking to somebody that's really business driven and opportunity driven, you might want to show them this new one. And again, like I said, the new one is in both Spanish and English. So you're going to get to see that tonight. So that's going to be exciting. And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about our new lead nurturing system that we've been talking about. I call it the House Business Builder. And Mr. House here is going to share that with you because, again, I've said all along, this is going to be the most amazing tool for each and every one of you out there to build a very successful business. So I want to begin by just kind of getting everybody prepared for what you need to be doing over the next couple of weeks. The holidays are over. It's time to get busy. And I was thinking back over the 4th about, back in 1980, going way, way back when Herbalife first started. And I remember I made all the products for him and I'd written the comp plan for Mark Hughes and he was getting ready to take this thing out and the year was 1980 and he would actually go out with his car. If you've ever been in Herbalife, you probably heard this story, but he would literally go out and with product in the trunk of his car and start selling. And that's the way you start any business giant. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Bill Gates or what your company is. There has to be a humble beginning. And I want you to just think about this in relation to what we're getting ready to do. Herbalife's humble beginning was in 1980. Think about this. In 1985, 5 years later, they were doing $500 million a year, 5 years later. That sounds like pretty nice numbers. But think about this. Today, they've got over 4 million distributors, and their sales is $4.47 billion a year. So again, when you get involved in something as exciting as what we're doing here at The Good Life, it's hard to fathom, wow, one day we could be doing 4 and 5 billion a year, and we're going to. But it has to start at the beginning. It's always that humble beginning, and that's where we're at here at The Good Life. But this is where you come in. You guys are at the foundation of this. You're the one that's going to make a difference. You've got to do what Mark Hughes does and anybody else has ever done to start a new business. You've got to go out and start sharing the dream. You've got to start sharing the story. And it's pretty simple to do, especially with all the tools we're building around you. But it starts right now. We're doing another webinar this Thursday. Now, as we're doing this thing live here at the new Boca headquarters, and obviously we've got live people in the audience coming to find out about the Good Life and the opportunity. We're calling like a Good Life party. You should be having one at home. I mean, again, it's a little steps you take that make a big difference. You should be having a Good Life party in your home. 1 or 2 people, 10 people, it doesn't matter. Just start something. Even if it's one person sitting there with you watching the webinar, you know what? When you look at this, you realize you don't have to go out and put 10,000 people in this business. You need to put 2. I mean, that's it. That's not a lot of people. And so you have to look at it. Okay, that's your humble beginning. It starts with just 2. So start doing that. So this week, Thursday, coming up, we got a live webinar, live event. If you're anywhere in the Boca area, be here. It starts at 7:30. 8 o'clock sharp, and everybody needs to be in their seat by 7:30. We're even going to have some food and all kinds of things. So come a little early if you like at 7 o'clock. We've got all kind of food and drink for everybody. That's this Thursday. Next Thursday, we've got the event in Doral. Now, you've got to be there. Again, if you're somewhere in South Florida, you need to be at this event in Doral. Same thing, 7:30 is going to start. Following Thursday in Doral. Start taking advantage of these. Live webinar again. If you can't be here, be at home. Have somebody in your home sitting there watching this event. So enough said about that. So let's get to the fun stuff now, all right? I know Greg's sitting here patiently. Come on, let's go. Because it's exciting. And it's exciting for me because I actually looked at the new website myself for the first time. I didn't even realize we were getting ready to launch it as early as what? Tomorrow, the next day?
Next few days, it'll be up.
Next few days. So with that being said, I'm going to turn the floor over to Greg Hausch. Obviously, he's our CTO. This guy is amazing what he is doing for each and every one of you out there, building a company with an infrastructure that can literally take us to hundreds of millions, and one day we're going to get to the billion. I know we can do it. We've talked about this. We know we can get there. So with that being said, Greg, if you would, why don't you share a little bit about the new website to start with?
Sure. So the thing I want to share with everyone is the big play with the new website was analytics. The goal here is to watch all of the traffic coming into that website and see what works and what doesn't work. And the best part about our new platform is I get every metric you can imagine. I know when a user hit what page, when they left, why they left. I have all of this information. And I've been watching that all day. It's actually starting to get to my eyes. All these numbers just flying by my screens. And I'm using that to redesign as much of the site on the fly as fast as I can to better attract those customers, better convert those customers, and to really just drive in those sales. And the best part, I think, is when we launch this new front page, all of you are going to get that because it's automatically on the replicated sites. So what I want to do is show you this new design that we've been working on. And this is going to be one design of many. As we go, we're going to keep fine-tuning until we have the best converting website that you can possibly imagine. So with that said, I want to start the screen share here. And it'll come right up for you.
Here it is.
There it is. I had this up, but we were testing out the new Sizzle video to show you guys, and did the URL there. So this is the new web page. You can see we've got a wider version of the logo now, so it's got the bird a little off to the side, and that will work for a lot more web page designs than the tall one. We're still going to have the tall one, but now we've got both. And you can see our new little tagline there, travel, lifestyle, experience. And that's thanks to our good friend Derek here, who's moving the mouse around for me. We've got a slightly bigger version of the play button, which was one of the things we were noticing is people would move their mouse around the play button but not click it. So we figured a little larger. And then the first thing we've got right at the top of the page, as you can see here, is this save up to 50% and then a description. Reading that without having to go all the way to the bottom of the page is going to tell you everything you need to know about our memberships. And that button right there is going to let you sign right up as a member. So people don't have to go through 20 pages of a website. They can literally get signed up from the very top. They know what a member is, they know why it's there, they know why they've shown up, and they can sign up. So the goal is hopefully that this will convert a lot better than the other top that we had there. And then as you scroll down the page, you'll see we've got the trust images, which you've seen on many websites. Everyone loves to put logos up there. We've got a nice little paragraph describing basically what we are. That's the same paragraph you saw on the old new web page from last week. And then we scroll down, and we see all of the things that we offer, the hotels, the cruises, the airlines, the staycations, just everything is there, down to the sports, the entertainment. We fly right into another call to action that is really just there to try and get people signed up. We keep going, and we go right into pricing on the front page. I don't know if all of you are like I am, but when I'm looking at a web page, especially for the first time, the first thing I look for on the menu on the front page somewhere is a price. If I don't see a price, I leave. I know that's a huge part of the market. So one of the things that we found was the most time spent was when people got to our pages that had pricing and staring at the pricing. So we moved that right to the front page for the memberships. Now, if you keep scrolling down on that page, you get a little, bling. It looks a little nice there. And then you slide right down, and now we talk about the opportunity. We give you a simple paragraph that describes our opportunity. This is new text that you haven't seen before, so you might want to read it. The button takes you straight to the opportunity overview landing page. And just what I would say is if you're signing up members, if you're signing up, silver, gold, platinum, but not IBOs, just to generate that CV, I would be sending them straight to our front page. If you're attempting to sign up IBOs, I would be sending them directly to the landing page for the opportunity overview. So that way you can kind of decide where you want to send the traffic. And hopefully once, everyone here gets really good at sending traffic to websites, you'll know which piece goes where. The next piece of the new website that I kind of want to show off is just a little piece, is down at the very bottom. You'll see in that little list of links that he moved over, the last minute vacation packages. These pages, we're going to build out hundreds of these pages. And what these are is, a lot of you, of course, use Google instead of Bing or anything else. When you're on Google, one of the things that happens is it looks on a website for text way up near the top of the page, and then that text to repeat to put that page on your search results. So what we're going to do is we're going to identify all these keywords from this industry that have people searching. So this one right here has 419,000 people searching for it per month. So now we're building a page that's just for that. And this page is going to be replicated to your site as well. And hopefully we'll be able to rank these things. And we're just going to build them out week by week, new ones as fast as we possibly can with new designs. And Derek's going to scroll down for us here so you can see it's got Jane on it there with our wonderful little video. It's got the calls to action. It's got the pricing. And we're going to use all of these to hopefully just drive more traffic to the site. And it's got all the stuff about the member plans down there. So that's the new site, and really it's 90% the same site you remember from just the last week, except for these two new pages, the home page and this one. Going forward, you're going to see 100 more like this last minute vacation package.
It really is. It's beautiful. It's amazing. And it's probably, for me, it's very exciting to be involved in watching something happen so quickly. I mean, when we launched the new site, everybody's, well, this is great. Everybody expects it to be the same for the next year. All of a sudden, it's 2 weeks later, and going, wait a minute, we got something brand new again. And so that's one of the things I want you to be excited about is you're at the very foundation of something, but we're not sitting around saying, oh, this looks good, we'll just leave it alone. No, we're going to be constantly making this better and better and better for you. And with that said, let's take a quick look at this little sizzle video. Now remember, this video is very short. It is designed for people are really looking for opportunity. And again, what we're going to show you right now when we bring it up here is we're going to show you strictly the English version. There's also a Spanish version as well. We'll just show the English version right now. So if you would, please go ahead and let that start and play, and we'll be quiet for a minute.
Well, what if you could? Every day for the... Are you enjoying the good life? Well, what if you could? Every day for the rest of your life. Imagine having your own business where all you have to do is share how to live the good life with others. A business built around all the things we enjoy in life, but at a fraction of the cost. From traveling the world, experiencing dream destinations, taking amazing vacations all the time, doing the things we really like to do, like family vacations, and that special getaway as a couple. And close to home, how about tremendous savings while dining out, going to the movies, or even shopping? Maybe it's taking the family to amusement parks or attending sporting events or concerts. Welcome to Good Life USA. Can you imagine getting paid to share the good life with others? And your job is to vacation all over the world while earning income and company bonus awards like country club memberships, recreational vehicles, your very own car, even a boat or a plane, or how about a vacation home? And for a select few, $1 million cash bonus. Living the good life is something we all want, but it doesn't happen by accident. You have to choose the good life. And now you can. Talk to the person who shared this video with you and find out more about the good life.
Hi, my name is Mark Seaforth. This is my wife, Elisa, our pet, Anastasia, and my beautiful daughter, Victoria. If a business built around family and friends and living the good life sounds good to you, then please take the time to check out our company and see what it can mean to you and your family.
Thanks for watching.
Okay, so now you've got this little short sizzle video, and you've got it in both Spanish and English. We'll be loading it up on the site. By the way, just so you know, we're doing a few more little edits to it because not quite finished, but we wanted you to see it tonight. We wanted you guys to get a kind of a quick preview of it. So we got a couple little touches I noticed we're going to have to clean up. But other than that, it's ready to go. So you've got another tool now that you can start using. And we're going to talk about something also that I think is going to be the most amazing tool for all of you. And I'm going to have Mr. House sitting over here talk about it. And that is our lead nurturing system. And I call it the House Business Builder because I believe this is going to be a tool that's going to allow every person, I don't care who you are, what your background, what your skill set is, somebody like me, which I consider myself sometimes an idiot when it comes to technology, but somebody like me can take this tool and literally build my business at whatever pace I so desire. So if you would, Greg, take a few minutes and talk about that because it's something we've been working on for quite some time.
This has definitely been a long one. So some of you on this webinar have seen some of the other webinars, and you saw us demo the Mautic platform. And that was really early in our development of what we were going to roll out. I'm really happy to say that I'm down here in Boca right now for the week, but when I go back on Friday, the first thing I'm doing is sitting down with our developer and testing out the production-ready version of the tool. I believe on Friday when I look at this tool, it's going to be ready for us to start actually testing, really seeing if it works in the field. And I'm going to spend about a week of my own time just making sure that it's ready to go and that it does everything I want it to do. If that's the case, I wait for these guys to sign off on it and I give you the tool. So the big thing about signing off on it is we want to develop some training, some knowledge. And so it could be a week, it could be two, but we're going to make sure that when we get it to you, it's a system you're ready to use. Now, the system itself.
And talk about the system. Tell them how it works. Yeah. So how does this thing work? I'm an idiot, right? I just said I don't know anything. But I want to build that business.
I wouldn't call you an idiot.
Well,
different things.
All right.
But,
I'm just not so bitter when it comes to using technology. All right.
Yeah.
So me, how do I use this technology? How will it work for me?
So our Mautic platform, we've got two use cases for it.
House Business Builder.
The House Business Builder, yes. That's I think gonna follow me around. So here we go. We've got the simplest way. When you log into your IBO dashboard and you're looking at your normal setup where you've got your access benefits, you've got your view download button, there's going to be a new button added. And it's going to say Create Mautic. And under it, it's going to have a little description of what that means. You're going to click this button, and it is going to take about 45 minutes because it's telling our server to build you your own custom install and set it up so it's just yours. That means this data is yours. We don't have access to it. This is your install of Mautic. And then it's going to email you your username, password, and URL to get into this thing. When you load this up, the first thing you're going to notice is this pretty dashboard that has graphs and charts and all this other stuff you're going to be able to look at. It's going to be empty, though. All the little numbers are going to say 0.
Humble beginnings,
right? But that'll be up to you because the system itself is a lead nurturing platform. And what that really means is it provides the tools necessary to attract leads, to generate those leads, and to turn those leads into sales. So you're going to first be able to build out landing pages. But before you ever have to learn how to use the system and build out these landing pages, we're already by default going to include 2 one that's for landing IBOs, one that's landing members. So right after it launches, it's working. And at that point, you can walk away. You can just hope it's working and do nothing. And maybe it will. I would be looking at the system, looking at the help, looking at any training we're going to develop, and figuring out how to really harness the power of the system. Because beyond just having these two landing pages, again, one for IBOs, one for members, you can actually create your own landing pages. You can go in there and it's got a little drag and drop builder, and I mean, it's easier to use than Microsoft Word, and it's just so simple. But for the people like Mark here who don't use tools like that,
well, Word, I can use Word.
But exactly, but you're going to think it's too complex. But once you get a little used to it, you go through some of our training, it'll become second nature. And that's just how I see this. Now, beyond the landing pages, it also will accept leads that have just, you know, those standard lead forms where you put in your email address to get more information. And it'll build a database of those leads. And that database gets filled in with a little extra information than just the email address. If it can find their social accounts, if it can find anything automatic, it will, and it'll fill that out in a customer profile for you. And then you can drip feed them emails. You can mass email all of them. You can import your own contacts that didn't hit a form.
Okay, so if I'm on Facebook, for example, or whatever, I can use all the people that follow me on Facebook, my friends. I can actually import all that information to be able to share this story.
Facebook doesn't let you export all of your, friends' addresses, but you can export a chunk of them. I would say LinkedIn. Okay. With LinkedIn, if you've got a good account there, you can go to the LinkedIn exporter, and it will export the email addresses of all your LinkedIn contacts. You can then import them into this and send them all a targeted email message that includes your links, access to all the data that we have on our website. But when anyone visits those links, they're going to have your attribution. So it's your replicated site. You get the credit for it.
So I can send them the Sizzle video. I can send them the links to the website. I can send them our presentation if I want, anything. And it's very simple for me to kind of drag and drop, put all that into what I want to send out. And we're creating content as well, too. So I can do my own, but we're going to create custom content for you as well.
Just like the website, where you saw in 1 week it went from the brand new website to the brand new website.
Yeah.
We're going to do the same thing with the Mautic install. So we're going to keep it up to date. We're going to install the new versions. We're going to install the House Business Builder, the new tools. We're also going to continually design for that. So we're going to test what's working. We're going to test what email headlines work, what email subject matter works. And when we come up with new things that are really selling, we're not going to be stingy. That doesn't belong to us. We're going to put that right into training material for you guys, so you guys can go add it into your Mautic and start using this material that we've learned. And I think that's really the power of this platform, that, as we all learn together, we can all get better at what we're doing. And the next piece of that I want to announce, that, I didn't even tell Mark here that I was going to announce, but I'm going to announce it, is a few of us are hanging out right now in a system called Slack. I'm sure some of you have seen Slack. It's the fastest growing company of the last 5 years. 0 to 5 billion in 5 years is not that bad of a run. Slack is this chat system where everyone can communicate, share, collaborate, all on this nice interface that is a Windows app, a Mac app, an iPhone app, an Android app. And that way we can keep in communication. You IBOs can get together, share tricks, share what's working. I'm working on building out our copy of Slack to a point where we can invite you guys. So what's going to happen with that is, just like the House Business Builder button that will appear in your back office at some point here in the near future, you'll also get a button that says invite me to Slack. And when you click that button, you're going to get an email, and you just click the link in the email and you're in our chat system, and we can all sit there all day long working on optimizing this thing and getting everything out the door as fast as possible. I love online chat for this, because the second I learn something, I'm going to paste it right into the chat. Anyone paying attention is on the ground running. They're as fast as they can be. And you guys are going to figure it out just as much as I am. I know there's a lot of IBOs in our system that I'm watching our analytics and seeing the landing pages you're already building of your own, and all the systems you're already trying to use. And I know you guys are going to get the most out of being in that kind of constant communication with each other. So we'll be rolling that out. Hopefully, I want to say in the next 2 weeks. I want to feel really comfortable that I've got the platform configured right for our use. Could be as soon as a week, but I'm guessing about 2 weeks.
Well, as you can see, Greg never sleeps, and I mean that. I don't think the man ever sleeps. And you know what? I just this excites me so much because I see the vision that we're building here. I see what you're putting together. I see all the tools we're developing. And this is your guys' business. This is for you guys. It's so you can build whatever you want with this company, and it's all there for you. So get started now. I mean, I think we've set it up tonight. You got the webinar coming up this Thursday. Get people on that webinar. Come if you can come. Like I said, on Thursday to Boca. Next week at Doral, be there. Keep looking for all this new stuff. You're gonna get to see the new website going live in a couple days. You'll have the sizzle video up in a couple days. So all the things we talked about, all going to be there as tools for you to use. And again, we're just starting. We're just beginning.
Just the beginning.
This is our humble beginnings. So with that being said, we'll say good night to all, and we'll see you this Thursday.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, all.